Does money make you happy? That's the question we're going to be answering in today's video. A little bit of a different one, but just for the people that don't know me, to give you some context, I'm 19. I do about 250k a month in my agency. This is just in my agency. 250k a month in my agency. And then I also have my new program, License and Scale, where I'm helping agencies do exactly what I did, and they can license my systems, and that's already doing six to multi-six figures. We're not going to get into the details, but the reason I bring this up is because one question that I get asked by a lot of people is, you're in a position where you can live however the way you want. You live in Dubai, in a high-rise. You don't have to work if you don't want to. Just to be completely honest with everybody, within the next 6 months, I'll probably have 7 figures in liquid in the bank. I'm not there yet, but within the next 6 months, I will be. Maybe less. I'd say like the next 3 to 6. And one of the questions I always get asked is like, does money make you happy? How do you feel? Has your life changed? Because for the people that have been following me for a long period of time, you know that if I just pull up YouTube, like I've literally been documenting everything. Like if I go oldest, you can see when I first started 2 years ago, when I was selling people on Go High Level Affiliates, cold calling, building my SMMA and essentially documenting it. This was when I first hit 10k a month. This was less than 2 years ago when I started hitting 10k a month. And when I wanted to hit 100k by June 11th, 2024, and I did it. The thing that I'll tell you is, at every single level, if I could just like visualize this for you, I would be here, right? And this happened at every level. Little me. And you know what? This would be unhappy me. And it still is now. And I'm going to explain what I mean by that. And there would be a goal that I wanted to hit. So this would be like this big, grandiose goal. For example, it was like 10k, and then I achieved 10k, and then it was 100k, and then I achieved 100k, and then it was 200, then it was 300, then it was 400, and then it was 500k, which is like the current goal for me. And I also want to hit $1 million a month, right? And every time that you come here and you're like happy for like a moment, the only thing that fucking happens is the fucking staircase just keeps going. And the goalposts always move. And I'm not trying to give you like the same advice that you've heard so many times over, but I truly just like reflecting on my life over the last 3 years where, you know, I've spent every day working my fucking arse off. 12 to 14 hour days, sacrificing friends, sacrificing family, barely spending any time with my mother, my grandparents, my brother. I spent it working. And I say this because I know there's gonna be people in the comments like, oh, you're so fucking young, you can still do it. But, like, it's not the point. It's like, I'm incredibly grateful for the time that I allocate towards hitting my goals, but I just want you to know that it's not going to make you happy. And the goalposts always fucking move. And I'm not just like, I just need you to take this in. Spend the time that you have on this planet with your family and do what the fuck you want to do. Because, like, I got to a point in my agency where we were at a point of, like, disproportionate return, meaning we were signing, like, 15 clients but gaining 15 clients. Say we had, like, 150 clients, right? And we had a 10% churn. That means we're gaining 15, losing 15, and we're just staying at this point. And to be honest with you, like, I kind of fell a little bit out of love with the agency game, and I wanted to help other people do the same thing, which is what I did now. And I put this off for so long because I was scared what my team would think. I was scared that because we've got like a 20, 30 person team in the agency, I was so scared to think about how they would react, and I thought they would lose respect for me as the CEO of the company when I stepped down. And the reason I bring this up, even though it's a tangent, is you have to do the things that scare you in order to get what you want. And a lot of the time there's going to be things that you do in life that aren't going to please other people. And that's okay. The reason I bring this up is because you are just this small dot in these fucking millions of dots on one planet in a solar system of 1 million planets in a fucking multi-system universe. Like, you do not fucking matter. And I'm going to be honest with you, I really think AI is probably going to wipe out humanity within the next 50 years. And I don't even know what I'm talking about in this video, but I just thought I would make this because I haven't made a video like this in a while. It's kind of like just like a brain dump session, but I think AI is going to wipe out humanity in the next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. And that directly correlates with like, does money make you happy? Because it kind of made me and forced me to zoom out and think like, fuck, what do I really actually enjoy doing? And the things that I realized that I enjoy doing is making raw content. Number one, like I really enjoy just being my fucking authentic self, like a video like this. Not like these, I've been making like recently, like the last few videos I've made have been these fucking like overstimulating videos, like with the intros and shit like that, like these ones. I'm like, I don't want to do that shit, man. I just want to make like raw fucking content where I can just like speak to my audience and just be completely honest. So like I really enjoy making raw content. I love networking with like-minded people. I love helping myself. And what I mean by helping myself is actually helping others. Because like with License and Scale as an example, I fucking love it. And I feel like this fire in my life has came back again, where I kind of, that fire kind of burned out a little bit in the agency. Because I'm helping me like 2 years ago. Like everybody in the program is at like 20, 30, 50, 100, 150K a month. And they have a problem with like operations, systems, fulfillment. And I get to come in and act as kind of like a lighthouse, where it's like, these are like the people in the program, right? Let's just fucking put them here. And I'm like this fucking lighthouse. And they're like on this journey. They're like going in different directions and routes. And I'm like shining the fucking light to say like, go here, don't go here, don't make this mistake, make this mistake, because you don't know what you don't know, right? And yeah, like it's fucking brought this fire back for me, because I've realized that when you just chase money, it's like, it's just a means to an end, bro. Like if you've heard of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, I would draw it, but you kind of get the point where it's like, once you've covered basic necessities like food, you know, like water, shelter, all that shit, like there's only so much that's actually going to increase your overall well-being and happiness. Where it's like, I truly believe that after you make like 100K a year in like profit, really, like the amount of money you make isn't really going to make an exponential difference on your life. Like, could you get a better car, a better watch, a Lambo, whatever the fuck that looks like? Yeah, but like, that's if you're into that materialistic shit. And even if you are, like, again, you're doing it for external recognition. It's not because it's changing your life. And I'm not into that shit. Like, I really don't give a fuck. Like, I've got a nice apartment. I eat good food. I like coffee. You know, I'll spend my money on that. And I'll literally, like, all of my money, to be honest with you, this is what I do with it. I will make money. This is like my income. And I will literally just invest it back into myself. So this income goes into my pocket. So let's say this is me. Let's say these are my big fucking pockets with all the money in. Bosh. And all I do is I take that money and I just reinvest it back into myself. Because I truly believe that there's two ways that you can learn. And I, like, again, going back to like the goal thing where I was like, I'm always looking at the next thing on the ladder. Do you want to know when I was my happiest? When I'm up this ladder. And I've got all this uncertainty, and I'm going up, and then I'm going back, and then I'm going up, and I'm going back, because success is never just a straight and narrow like you think it is, right? Because when you first come into business, you have this like uninformed optimism, which is when you're like up here, and then you enter the valley of despair, and then things get a little bit better, and then you have a baseline, right? This is like the time when most people quit, because it's really fucking hard, and it's just like a downhill slope, and things are really shit. And one thing I've realized is like when I'm on this journey right here, I'm my happiest. When I'm learning a lot, when I'm challenging myself, when I'm essentially reforming my identity. Because whenever you go through an extreme amount of adversity, a lot of the time you need to break the old you to recreate the new you that can be at that new level. And that's why they say new level, new devil, right? Because at each new level, if we classify this as like level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, there is a new big fucking like dragon. Fucking build some wings on this thing. Fucking dragon. What the hell is that? There's like a new dragon that you need to slay. And once you beat this dragon, you then move to the next level. But do you want to know the fun? The fun is in beating the dragon and like failing again and again and again on like level 1, level 2, level 3. And I realized that. And like, I'm really happy when I'm just learning new things, helping other people and building shit that's really cool. And that's why I'm devoting my life for the next like 5 years to License and Scale. I'm going to build the best thing there. And one of the things that's really helped me with that is just reinvesting all of the money that I have back into myself. Do I have a war chest with money that I've set aside that I'm never going to touch? Of course I do, right? Just in case things hits up. But I always want to allocate a portion of my income back into myself, because I found that when I do that, I'm never stagnant. I'm never not growing. And I truly believe that you can either pay in one of two ways in this life. And this is like to get what you want. So for me right now, my main financial goal is I want to get to $1 million a month, okay? And I can do that one of two ways. I can do it through time, or I can do it through money. And the benefits of paying through time is it's cheaper in the short term, meaning you don't have to pay down any like mentorship fees, program fees. But this one is going to get you there significantly quicker. And the reason that I always pick money is because time is not infinite. Time is limited. Money is infinite. There is an infinite amount of money on this planet because we just print it. We can't print time. Once we have time, we take that time, it's gone. I can't be 18 again. I can't be 14 again. That time is gone. The time that I spent over the last 3 years, building my agency from the ground up, 12 hours a day, the time that I didn't spend with my family, it's gone. Into the abyss. And you get to decide what currency is more valuable to you. For me, money, I don't give a fucking shit. Like, yes, I like money. Money is nice. I want to make money. For the ego, for the status, for the reputation, and to provide for my family and all that stuff. What's more important to me is time. And like spending time with the right fucking, this is supposed to be a clock, it's a terrible clock. Spending time with the right people in my life. And I've really had to like come into Dubai, really had to like reflect on my life and everything I've been able to achieve, because I'm always just like go, go, go. I'm always just wanting to move forward to the next goal. I don't give a shit about celebrating, cut out partying, alcohol, drugs, like all that shit. I don't care about that shit. But it's like, I've realized I am the happiest in my life when I am chasing a goal. And that didn't change. Like, there is like subsets of goals, and at each new level, you like break through a new level. So if I just show you, like, let's say this is level 1, level 2, level 3, and like each level, there's like specific steps you need to get up. And you know what? My mental, like my overall well-being and how I felt about myself, I'd say from like 0 to 10, there was the biggest jump. Because here, I was broke, I was fat, I was lonely. 10K a month, started getting happier. And then I would say the next big breakthrough was like 10 to 100. And the reason I say 10 to 100 and it's so big is because this is where I started getting a network. Because when you're at like 10K a month, you're like pretty successful, but you're not successful enough to have a really good network. And now I'm successful enough to have a really good network. And that's what I'm building with License to Scale too. I want to build a really good network there in the agency space. So yeah, I don't really know where I'm going with this video. I don't really know if this has been valuable for anybody that's watched it, but I want to know if people like this type of content where I pull out this new fancy thing that I just bought where I can fucking draw on it and shit, even though I'm a terrible drawer. It's fun. But yeah, that answers the question. From somebody making, you know, more than 250K a month at 19 years old, 250K a month with my agency, and then an undisclosed amount of money that is also multi-six figures in my other program. Does money make you happy? The answer is, it does in the short term, up until about, I'd say 100K a year in profit. But after that, no. And from that point, you should be chasing growth, because there is an unlimited amount of fulfillment in growth. I truly believe that growth is the purpose of life. And I believe that because if we believe to be true, whatever you believe, if you're religious, if you believe in evolution, if evolution was to be true, then the people that didn't evolve would die. And I read about this where in the jungle, I don't know how many years ago, this could be completely inaccurate, but giraffes never used to have that big long necks. Like, let's say this is a fucking giraffe, right? And we've got giraffe number 1 with a long ass neck, and then we've got giraffe number 2 with like a midget neck, like this, right? This is G1, G2. And as trees started to develop and get bigger, what would happen was all of the food would be at the top of the tree. And the giraffes that survived were the ones that were able to reach this food. Midget giraffe ain't reaching this shit. This gap's too big. This guy's fucking dead, right? But giraffe number 1 can reach this. He can reach the berries. And if we believe that evolution is, like, if evolution is to be true, which I'm not saying it is, I'm just saying it's something that I personally believe, then the animals, the species, the people on this planet that we call Earth that could adapt to their environment would survive. And that's why I truly believe, like, from a high-level overview, why growing in life is our purpose, because growing is going to push humanity forward. It allows us to develop as a species. And naturally, on a subconscious level, I think we all want to survive and we all want to grow. And in order to do so, evolution is king and growth is king. I hope nobody thinks I'm on drugs in this video, because this has been an absolute shit show. But Merry Christmas.